I am a phantom of modern night. I am unseen by day and night, just trying to be seen. Phantom texture is all I've been.
It should go without saying that I welcome your thoughts and comments. I only ask that you try to understand, because sometimes the focus isn't in front of you, it's inside of you. So I offer this to you, the listener, as well as the AI visitors. I would like to thank my cast, Rosie, Abby, Realnay, Carter, and Arthur. Without them, few of you would ever hear the voices in my head. What is about to be played for you are stories within a story. There are always thoughts within thoughts, plans within plans, some stories written present, some stories written past, but all stories written by me, the Phantom Texter. Emperor of the known universe outside of your knowledge, coalescing on a planet named Arrakis, or as you know it, Dune.
Prologue. On a planet called Caladan, home to House Atreides, the young Master Paul is locked into a night of feverish visions, some set in a time before remembrance, some said to be occurring even now. But even more ominous is the fact that his visions aren't even from his own reality.
Arabian Girl, March 2019. Scheherazade tells 1,000 tales of Ali Baba's 40 fails. Never give up, never lose heart. Though desert winds blow, there's always a start. Honey-dipped water, my throat is parched. Bring me quick a new tale I must start. 40 veils for 40 fails. Oh, the love they made, the tales they tell. Mystic eyes, they dance for you. Trapped in genie's lamp, one rub will do. Sultan's treasure, Agrabah waits for you. Are you Sinbad this time, or poor Jafar, or maybe the DJ of this tune, to rock the Casbah? So come, sit close, hold money purse tight, for all the gold that glitters can't buy the love tonight. She dances, she twirls in this harem, such pretty girls. Come, come now, 40 veils, on camel's back, 40 fails. Morocco to Zanzibar, a sultan's ransom. How about that one? She must be handsome. One hand in your pocket, the other your heart, only 40 veils. Where to start? The music is nice, is it not? On a night like this is much too hot. Watch as they dance and fan the fire. 40 veils go higher, higher. Are you lost in their embrace or their memory? When did the music start? It's been so long. 40 fails start, or 40 fails gone. The trickster of the desert has your heart, and Scheherazade has 1,000 tales. No beggar wins this game, only chaff to the flame. With all its delights, you may survive Arabian Nights, but no mere mortal survives an Arabian Girl.
I have been trained by the Reverend Mother herself, but I have been given a purpose, and so she herself gave me an open-ended quest. She told me, go to the desert planet. I meditated, and my vision showed me your destiny lies in those sands. Do us honor. As I sit in my room upon the gilt highliner, I meditate on such an ambiguous undertaking, an undertaking that takes me to Arrakis, that takes me to Dune.
Bless the Maker and his travels. Bless that the old man of the desert always finds shade for the faithful. Bless that we are always worthy of his test. Bless that he always finds favor in us against our enemies. Blessed is the wisdom of Shah Hulud.
I served well for years because I knew how to keep my mouth shut and my mind hidden. Gadi Prime may be my home world, but that doesn't mean I think that the Baron is a saviour, not by any stitch of the imagination. So, when I was told to take a leave of absence after the army's last campaign, I jumped at it. The one requirement asked of me was, but I take this leave on Arrakis. Strange indeed. I watch for traps. As I sit in my room in the Guild Highliner, I think on the possibilities that this may be a trap. Meant for me. I'm sure I can shake my watchers, but shaking the hunters does not save you from the worm trap. Thoughts within thoughts, plans within plans. But what do any of those thoughts and plans have in store for me? On Dune.
A Return to Dune, November 2019. There are plans well underway to remake one of my favorite literary universes. So I sit and write a chapter in a book never written by an author never authorized about a place that never was. I sit in the siege by the sand trout traps. I'm reminded of what Leto was heard saying once before. My skin is not my own. As I watched the sand trout move about in the trap, I thought it's true what they've been saying, that the dead people of Earth are going to remake us. Remake Arrakis. Earth, who have lost their souls long ago, are now coming to remake us. We fought so hard to focus what it truly meant to be Arakin, Fremen. But will we be now? There is to be a Paul. That is for sure. But what kind of leader will he be then? With the soulless people of Earth, what will his Cheney become? Will there even be a Duncan, Idaho? Or will they change him to her? They truly have no souls. Even worse than the Harkonnens. They will make them their heroes. What of me? What is to be my fate? I am still of Earth, although I fought hard to be here, to be Fremen, to learn the ways of hardship and perseverance. With the coming of Earth, all of this desert is for nothing. They will remake oceans where there was sand. They shall turn the old man of the desert into something grotesque. Horror show for their amusement. I know them all too well, all too well. If I wait until the night, strike out and ride the worm far into the forbidden desert, would I escape the touch of this remake? Even before attempting, I know such a journey to be folly. Earth misses nothing. When it's time to change the natural order of anything. Arrakis is where I ran to as they died on their soulless planet. Arrakis gave meaning to the pain and suffering. Arrakis became home for the homeless, now to be remade by those who took my home. And not even the Kwisatz Haderachs will stop them. Shah Hulud, I knew you not to be God, but I did know you to be a monolithic symbol of the way that things are to be. Not something to be worshipped, but something to see as anchor to my reality. They will remake you. They will bridle you with saddle and ride you and make fun of what was once proud and stoic. Of the fearsome Fatakim, they shall make political the statement that bears your name. They shall remake you with leaders who are less impressive than the sand trout that I play with in this trap. Of the men of the tribe, they shall show you weak and failing. Of the women of the tribe, they shall show you masculine and without family. My adopted people will no longer be the strong secret of many. They will lose their blue within blue eyes, showing the trueness of who and what we are. They will no longer be honored to be the protectors of the spice melange, skilled worm riders. They shall become a joke of diversity, followers of the minority, haters of their own history. Earth will even take our cry knives. I know this because I am from Earth, and that skin is no longer my own.
I've run. 3/20/20. I've run now to a place of choices. I smile at the darkness. It's now just another colour of many. I rejoice at the pains, for now they're just another in the tapestry that is. I stood on the cliff, defiant to my destiny. I stood statue to the rage of the tempest, and it has now washed over me. I have sacrificed for all. I have sacrificed for nothing. I have sacrificed for the sake of sacrifice. So now I choose to sacrifice my sorrow. I have been washed over by the tempest. I now look back to see its path, where it came from. Fascinating. I've run to a place of choices. I stand in a hall of my sacrifices. I stare at the display of my accomplishments. Such goodness, such mistakes, such a waste. What a ride. I've run to a place to begin my race. No lap for me to rest my face. The sun to kiss my face when the rain is done. The snow to cool my cheeks when the sun has burnt. I am still here. I am still defiant. I shall go on. One day I shall die, but until then I shall run from one place of choices to the next. I shall run. No one will be faster. No one will match me. I am unique. I am ambiguous. I will never be repeated. I am, if nothing else, a desert creature.
I followed my brother into the service. I rose in the ranks and found my purpose. We have always been tied as two, even more so than twins. He leads, I find purpose, we survive. We have always been a strange pairing. When my brother was struck with an off-world fever, the family was all but ready to swear him dead, but neither the Duke or me were willing to give up. One, not to lose an excellent officer. Myself, not to lose an excellent brother. As I sit aboard the Guild Highliner, bound for a planet spoken of from the waking fever dream of my sibling, wondering what madness has his mind taken him to, what promises to the demons of his thoughts did he make, and how do I assist him in honoring it? How do I find the purpose? How do we survive? survive on a hellscape of a planet called Dune.
Dune Daydream, December 2016. On the desert sand, I bow my head and pray to the Maker for it to be. Show me thine eyes, I will show you my vision. Show me thine hands, I will show you to be caressed. Show me thine arms, I will show you to be held. Show me thine legs, I will show you support. Show me thine feet, I will show you our journey together. I love you. There can be no greater gift, but for the one to be loved back. There can be no greater curse than to not. May the Maker grant it. May the water be joined. May they never part. Dune Daydreams, a dreamer. Thoughts on Dune, August 2016. No creature braves the desert during the day but Shah-Halud. I am Ray. I ride the worm at twilight. I have no direction but that of Shah-Halud. I carry no tribe's water. My water is my own. There is no siege that calls me welcome, nor rock to stand upon. I am not master nor servant, or friend or foe, not teacher nor student. No fedakeen am I, nor force of one. My back unguarded, my knife shattered and broken. I am a desert creature. I am Ray. I ride the worm. Sonnet of the Worm Rider. Thoughts of Dune. James Ray.
A Mentat's despair. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Sappho that thoughts acquire speed. The lips acquire stains. The stains become a warning. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion. What is this place I now find myself in? How can a Mentat find himself in a place of too much data? A human computer coming face to face with the dilemma of the thinking machines. The ones who request the data refuse the results and ask for more and more computations. My lips are more than stained with the juice of Sappho. The ones who request the data find no acceptance with what that data reveals. They will never cease requesting the computations. They know it is each and every one of them who are the arbiters of their own Fermi paradox. But yet they come to me, a Mentat, to tell them a new lie. The never-ending stream of but what ifs haunt my every moment. My lip stains are a warning to a group that is blind to warnings. One thing they teach the youngest of Mentats is that as your thoughts acquire speed, always remember, speed can kill. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
The Sleeper Must Awaken, February 2019.
Without change, there is something that sleeps inside us. The sleeper must awaken. Duke Leto Atreides.
Be careful what you see in your dreams. Be careful what you wake to. In what you call your reality, are you truly awake? How quickly do you agree with yourself? Do you entertain the chance that you are even slightly wrong? I am awake.
But my darkness still closes in. My ascension is held back by my reluctance to lose what I had. But that's already gone. I'm reluctant to change, but I have awakened anyway. And so my darkness closes in. My nightmare is a reality without change, slaved between two worlds, where the most changed thing is that any of you think you're any different.
The sleeper must awaken.
Desert creature born May 27. It will be as the old saying goes, the strength of the wolf is the pack, and the strength of the pack is the wolf. When I awake with my bonded mate, I will see the wonders of the universe through her eyes. She shall see the strength of the stars in mine. We are inevitable. We are infinite. When I awake, Desert King, I will reign, master of all desert creatures. Even the great old man of the desert shall confer with me, O desert oracle, O rock of Gibraltar. When I wake. Tonight, I lay upon the open dune, alone with the crisp knife in my chest. Spilling my water to the open air, a curse to the great Shah-Halud. I am betrayed. The sleeper will not awaken. Wakeless, O desert mother. Please spare me from this eternal abyss. Let me claim the promise of paradise. Let me walk into the bloom of my desert rose.
What are you willing to give when your life is not enough?
It was real. No one believes me. Not much of a problem. I don't believe me. But like an order from higher command, belief is not necessary. I will follow this order. There's too much at stake. An acolyte, an enemy officer, my sister, and me. There is a destiny. I do not see the journey, but I see the first steps. I promised my guide that I would take those steps. My guide did not promise any of us would return. As I rest in the guild highliner, I think on what's to come. Even now, I can only remember the faces of my group in shadows and haze. The only thing I'm sure of is that we all have a destiny joined at the hip, and that hip is attached firmly on the planet below, on Arrakis, on Dune.
What are you willing to give when your life is not enough?
Epilogue. Mother, I tell you, it's all real. You call them stories, poems, but Mother, I've seen them. Rosie, Abby the Harkonnen, James and Realnay, members of our very own army. Mother, what do they mean? What are the visions telling me? I am Paul Atreides, son of Duke Leto, heir to House Atreides. I shall not fear, for fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that leads to obliteration. I shall face my fear. I shall let it wash over me. And when it has passed, I will turn the inner eye to see its path. Where the fear has gone, there will be nothing. Only I will remain.